Fire, fire, fire. Minion gore? What the hell? Is this AI generated minion like content?
So I was browsing through my emails and messages to see if any of you guys left me any video topic suggestions, and something in particular caught my eye. Hi Tuv, I don't know if you'll ever do another TikTok affiliated iceberg video, but there's a side of TikTok going around where people are turning cartel or like gore videos into AI minions. I don't know if you want to check that out because it's kind of disgusting and really random. Okay, weird topic, but then I see another DM. They post an AI minion gore videos on TikTok. Now I'm like, okay, this is more than one person telling me about this.
That is
I gotta
so
go check this out.
fucked.
So in today's video, we're gonna be going over this new trend, the dangers of AI in social media, and TikTok's apparent ban that's supposed to be happening on January 19th.
Oh shit! We got 12 more days! Oh my god!
So there's a chance that this might be my last video ever talking about TikTok. Honestly, it makes me kind of sad. The most viewed video on this channel is the Darkest TikTok Iceberg Part 1.
This is a
also
good
the 2
video.
million celebration where I had about, I don't even know, like 7 other really big YouTubers in the horror niche on that video. So if TikTok really is done for good, I salute you and thank you for making a big part of my career happen. So minion AI videos. What are we even talking about? So simply looking up minion AI on the TikTok search tab will bring up a lot of results. Actually, I looked it up just recently and the results were already different than what I looked up earlier today. Just goes to show how fast this trend is taking over.
Oh,
so what is this
Jesus.
trend? It's
Kids are
basically
insane.
people finding gore videos or self-delete videos and downloading them and using an app where they put like a minion filter. They could put any filter, but the minion thing is the trend right now. And then just uploading it on TikTok to be funny, I guess. And I'm sure you're
Yeah, but then kids start looking it up and then they want to do it. This is so cringe.
wondering what some of these videos look like. So I'm gonna
Ew.
try my best to show you guys and cut it when the self-delete part of the video pops up. But keep in mind, this is the real audio
Brace
of
yourself.
these clips. So you're probably gonna see 1 or 2 from me because I don't want to. I really don't want to platform this, but I need to show you guys what is being shown on TikTok.
Entonces veniste. Mira.
Oh my god!
Tu vai tomar dois então. Bota ali.
They even made one of Ronnie McNutt, which is just so completely tasteless.
Dude, that is so disturbing. Like, I'm not just saying that. That's really fucked up.
And yes, the whole trend is tasteless. It's just weird knowing that a man's life is now used as just a shock video rather than, you know, just letting him rest. The comments can even be more annoying than the actual little trend itself because it's just a bunch of people, I would assume teenagers slash kids, commenting like,
I've seen the real video. DM me for the real video. I've seen the real video and, yeah. This is a lot. I don't even know.
it's just a bunch of like almost like showing off like, yeah, I watched it, which is, you know, like, this is what you're
That's not okay, man. That's not okay, bro.
gonna get on the internet. And of course, this is gonna make a person that hasn't seen that video feel like they're missing out. Yes, psychology, FOMO exists, and the
Yeah.
chances of them looking up gore is
Again, I can't talk because when I was in school, I remember there was that Encyclopedia Dramatica offended page, and all my friends were like egging each other on to like look at it. But like flexing like that is just weird. Yeah, they didn't say like, oh, I watched this, you have to watch this. We were just egging it on and stuff and saying like, oh, look, if you can make it through, like you're hard, you know.
now extremely higher than if they never saw that video in the first place. I'm sure this trend has already spread to other apps, but where it's most notable right now is TikTok. And honestly, my fear with being able to put a filter on any video is showing children stuff like this, or even sexual stuff. I can already imagine a trend where they instead put like Roblox or Minecraft characters over just and think it's funny. Don't even get me started on the concept of these weirdos probably putting these filters over CP, then posting it on social media. Thinking, haha, it's funny. This can get very, very deep. So it's been a couple days since I recorded that section of the video. And
They already do that though on YouTube. They try to make it under the guise of like being educational with like Minecraft and stuff too, and they don't get banned. Again, these companies, these corporates don't care. They can say they report them all they want. They don't really do anything.
And someone has actually DM'd me and said that people are using the filter to post gore/CP videos. Personally, I haven't come across any CP videos with the filter. And yes, it's been about 4 or 5 days and it looks like the trend is still going on. You can easily look them up on TikTok and they're just there. And I'm aware that making a video on this is only going to increase the amount of people that even know about it. But this problem goes so deep that it's not just about a TikTok minion filter with gore. This is about the future of AI. This is the first time that I, as a single father, wouldn't want my daughter using TikTok. Okay, I don't have a daughter. I'm not a father, guys. But that statement
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever heard that.
still stands. I know it's a bit ironic because if anyone knows the hellhole that is TikTok, that would be me. But why is this trend my tipping point? I think it's just how easily accessible these videos are. And also the attitude in the comments. I've seen it. And you know what the fact is? There probably are a bunch of kids that have scrolled away but are just a little bit traumatized from seeing gore on their For You page. And why?
Yeah, and then nobody does anything about it and the parents don't know because they're just scrolling through TikTok. And imagine it might even go through filters on TikTok because it's minions. Of all things.
Why is this my tipping point? If we talked about real gore on TikTok, the thing with the real gore on TikTok is that it wasn't really searchable. It was just, you would see it and you would be like, whoa, why is this not taken down? But now this is a trend. I think that's the pushing point for me, the trend part. We're getting into a really, really weird future with AI. And yes, as much as it can be fun to generate random images of Mr. Beast or generate videos of IShowSpeed doing some nonsense, this is already affecting every single one of us. I'm sure at least 80% of you guys have gotten a text from your parents being like, whoa, this is crazy, and they send you an AI video. It's getting
My parents send me like pictures of houses that just don't make any sense. I've gotten into arguments pointing out that it's probably fake, and they're absolutely convinced until I nitpick the argument to the point where they're like, oh shit, I guess it is. Mine don't. Lucky you. I don't know. My parents are kind of like, they're not stupid, but they didn't grow up with technology. So yeah, I don't know. It's really bizarre because AI is getting better, and that's what's freaky about it. And it hasn't been like 10 years. It's been less than 5.
to the point where I
It's been less than
can't even
2.
recognize some AI videos, and I get scared because like I'm supposed to be this like YouTuber tech guy, dark web stuff, and I can't even tell if something is AI anymore. Damn. Am I gonna get replaced with an AI
You can kind of tell right here with the pant leg.
bot that's gonna know what is AI and what isn't? Hey guys, this is me, Birdie. Just want to let you guys know that I will no longer be in my own videos, but rather will have my AI self-present information. And as for the scripts, well, ChatGPT will be writing them. The future is awesome, isn't it? Back in the 2000s and 2010s, you'd have to click a weird link that your anonymous online friend sent you in order to stumble upon gore. And then the lesson you would learn would be, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't click random links on the internet. But nowadays, minion gore on TikTok? What's the life lesson for kids that stumble upon it there?
Oh,
There is none. The most fucked up thing is that when you get desensitized to that kind of content, you seek it out to get the thrill again. It's the dopamine hit, man.
guess I should get used to this internet culture because that's just the internet. You know, the culture where I don't know what I'm gonna see one swipe away. Maybe this is what the internet is all about.
And speaking about the use of TikTok, let's get into the TikTok ban. A Chinese company by the name of ByteDance owns TikTok, and this really worries the US government because they don't want anyone else collecting our information that isn't them. And this has been a back and forth since 2020 for the same reasons, but now we have an official date, that being January 19th of 2025. According to PIRG, TikTok tracks which videos users engage with and how long they do so. The privacy policy also enables the app to track the contents of direct
YouTube does this too, but YouTube's owned by America. That's why I don't think this is a good idea, because the TikTok shit is just going to go to YouTube Shorts. And it's like, brother, like it's gonna become a monopoly. You can't even doubt that at all, dude.
messages, as well as your country location, internet address, and device type. With consent, the platform can also collect users' exact location, contacts, age, and phone number. It also seems to estimate your household income and knows how expensive the smartphone or laptop you're scrolling on is. Now, is this different from what Google or your Facebook account collects? No. It's simply the fact that this is a Chinese-owned company that the US government doesn't like. TikTok was given the chance to be bought out by an American company, but they denied that and tried to appeal, and their appeal was denied. There have been a lot of TikTokers right now being like, go follow me on YouTube and Instagram. So will we see a YouTube Viner invasion 2.0? Probably so. According to a court document.
Yeah, it will happen. YouTube Shorts is going to take over, and it's going to be really annoying. Like, my YouTube Shorts isn't as bad as, like, the TikTok account that I have to, like, scroll through sometimes. I am guilty of it. I don't, like, obsess over it, and I don't doom scroll. But I do notice there is a different, like, culture, I guess, to YouTube Shorts. Even though it's kind of, you know, it's kind of the same.
Section 3 conclusion. We recognize that this decision has significant implications for TikTok and its users. Unless TikTok executes a qualified divestiture by January 19, 2025, divestiture meaning someone that buys them out, or the president grants a 90-day extension based upon progress towards a qualified divestiture, its platform will effectively be unavailable in the United States, at least for a time. Consequently, TikTok's millions of users will need to find alternative media of communication. That burden is attributable to the PRC's hybrid commercial threat to U.S. national security, not to the U.S. government, which
the US is scared because the data isn't theirs and it's not them spying on it. Every country spies on each other. It's just that they don't want the amount of data that's being scraped from TikTok. That's the problem here. I genuinely, like, TikTok is, they don't care about safety and, like, child safety and all that. They don't give a fuck about that. They care about your data. And it's not in their hands.
Engage with TikTok through a multi-year process in an effort to find an alternative solution. The First Amendment exists to protect free speech in the United States. Here, the government acted solely to protect the freedom from a foreign adversary nation and to limit that adversary's ability to gather data on people in the United States. On the 19th, both Google and Apple are supposed to be removing TikTok from their app stores. So the app will probably still be on your device, but it's very likely that the servers will be shut down. Me and my friend were actually talking about this earlier. We were like, oh, it might be like Flappy Bird, where people resell their iPhones with TikTok pre-installed, but if the servers are
yeah, that did happen with Flappy Bird. I remember that. Flappy Bird on my iPhone 5.
shut down, no one's gonna want that. So it's definitely the time now to save your drafts if you have any, and maybe just save your TikToks. I also want to talk about the possibility of Donald Trump saving TikTok, which, yes, it is possible, but this request to take TikTok off of the app stores goes in effect on January 19th, and he gets inaugurated into office on the 20th.
I have a warm spot in my heart for TikTok because I won youth by 34 points. And
all because of TikTok.
TikTok has something to do with it.
According to CNN, he could still possibly bring it back by declaring that TikTok is safe. But even then, it's a little bit weird just to declare it safe, but it's not actually safe. It was like a semi-big thing for Donald Trump while he was running for president to be like, I will not be banning TikTok, or if you vote for me, I will save TikTok, stuff like that.
Chat.
But, you know, it was just another thing to
vote
get
for
people
me,
to vote for
shit.
him. CNN also mentioned that he could just end up making a deal with who, you might be asking? Well, with ByteDance themselves, to see if they would be willing to be bought out, but again, that would be just like going in circles at this point. So is Donald Trump gonna be saving TikTok? I have no idea. I wonder if there'll be a moment like Club Penguin's last day or Overwatch 1's last day. But if TikTok does get banned on the 19th, does this mean that these weird trends will cease to exist? Of course not. We are heading into the future.
If they stopped existing, we wouldn't have started with like all those shock content, like the Pain Olympics, the people with the fake weenies that would like mutilate, and people would look at that. Yeah, it would still exist.
A really weird future, and this is just what kids are growing up with. They're growing up with AI, and it's just so weird to me that they're not going to be able to decipher what's real and what's fake. I don't know how that's gonna be fucked. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
We already see the consequences of like people not going outside thanks to COVID when they were kids, or like skipping school. This is gonna be monumental, in my opinion.
It does worry me for my imaginary daughter, though. I've seen people complain about getting car crashes on their IG Reels algorithm, so I'm sure some of the TikTok weirdos are just gonna migrate over to IG Reels. The TikTok ban is just coincidental to all this new AI technology taking over. And like I was saying in the beginning, if TikTok does get banned, I know a lot of you guys don't like the app at all, but honestly, as someone who is chronically online, I do spend some time on there. I think the term is doom scroll. I do doom scroll on
don't.
TikTok and IG Reels. Probably equally, but I'm gonna miss it. Not the bad parts of it, obviously, but I am gonna miss TikTok. Even if I didn't use TikTok, TikTok did a lot for the channel. If you guys want to watch all my TikTok videos, there is a single playlist where you can watch all the TikTok videos I've made in order. I guess we're gonna have to move on to Chinese TikTok. I do want to make a video on Chinese TikTok, and I do need someone that speaks Mandarin. So actually, if you are interested in helping me out in a future video, make sure to email
Wait,
me
you
at
could still use it if it's-
tubbusiness@gmail.com. Only if you speak Mandarin. TikTok brought out the worst in people, but it also gave me a lot to talk about, a lot to learn
Chinese TikTok,
about,
man.
and maybe it's the reason we met in the first place, viewer. Did you think about that one? Yeah. Next time you hate on TikTok, think about the fact that maybe it's why we met. Also, since we're in the holidays,
You can only do short form content on TikTok. TikTok isn't a great place to grow. It's more like expanding your audience. YouTube's still better for growing.
season, we have released 2 brand new plushies over at earldoesn'texist.com. These are my characters from my brand Earl and Earlette. Here's what they look like from the back.
Oh, they're kinda
paws.
cute.
But yeah, there's only 100 of each, so if they interest you, make sure to go to the website and check them out. With that being said, I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Bye! Thank you, Tov. Thank you, Tov. What a nice video that was. Yo, check them out, Tov. Oh, yeah.